All right, guys, we're going to see if this Mercury parts car will run. We don't know. I want to get it off this trailer and get my trailer back in the shed because I can't stand my trailer sitting out in the weather. He told me that this car has set 8 or 10 years, but the fact is the latest sticker on here is 2005, so I don't have any idea if it'll run, what's going to work or anything, but we've got to get this fuel line off down here at the fuel pump, and I'm going to run into AutoZone and get some fuel line to run up to the top to put in a gas can and just see if we get anything. I'm going to put a new battery in it and see if it even turns over, and if it does, we'll see if it fires. And then I don't know if I will see if the spare tire is any good and try to change that where it's at, or I'll probably just take the fender skirt off and back it off there just like it is. So I'm gonna see if I can get this camera set up. Not that you guys probably really care about taking a fuel line off, but let me see what I can do here. I hate the smell of old rotten gas, and I don't want it on my trailer either, so I put the oil pan under it. So let's see what happens. Probably ought to take this strap off, get it out of my way. Worry about that later. I'm sure this is the original one. I don't want none of that on me. Ooh, it's dry as a bone. Wow. Now, can I get up there to the fuel pump with these channel locks and get that little squeeze clamp off? I don't know. It is way up there. Let's see maybe if I can look down and get it from the top. I doubt it. Oh, heck yeah, we can get right on it from up here. Can't do that on a 68 Ford. Wow, nothing came out of that at all. I got a feeling it's been sitting longer than 8 or 10 years for sure. Okay, let's go to AutoZone and get, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet of hose. All right, I don't know if you guys can see me or not, but we got some hose. I grabbed some chainsaw gas. They gave me plenty more than I asked for of hose. This is the fuel pump. Oh, now the gas can's in my way. Be nice if I could afford somebody to come out here and film me, but I can't. Alright. Clamps on there. Now, I got a battery. And I grabbed these up out of there, and it looks to me like somebody's cleaned these battery cables recently. I did not do that. But I'm just going to squeeze them down on there and see if we got anything. Let's see if we've got so much as a dome light. There's no hood light. And I just charged that battery too. I just bought it at the end of the year. We do have dome lights. Let's see if it will turn over at all before I go to dumping gas in it. Got a buzzer. Huh. It does turn over. Fuel gauge is moving. It moved a little bit. Let's see if the seat works. Works in all directions. Well, we'll dump some gas in the carburetor, I guess. Choke's on. Where am I going to set this thing? On the spare tire, I guess. Let's see if we get any fire at all before I set that down or put that hose down in the gas can. I'm just going to try to leave this thing set right here. And I'm going to walk around there and see if it turns over or if it fires at all. Wow. it might run. Oh. I'm going to dump a little bit more gas in here. Wow, that was pressurized. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and stick the hose down in here. I'll just bring this with me. Oh. Wipe some grass or some gas off my hands. Choke still set. We don't know if the fuel pump's any good. Let's see if the choke is stuck. I'm going to fall off this trailer is what's going to happen. Oh. There's cottonwood seed blowing everywhere. I'm going to stick them channel locks down there and open that choke. It acts like the choke's stuck to me. I don't think it's going to pick up any fuel. Ugh. Well, at this point, I'm going to go get my little starter jumper and maybe some starting fluid. Hold on. Well, I didn't find any starting fluid, but I found some carburetor cleaner. That should work. And I got this little push button thing to control the starter from out here. Pull that off of there. Okay, we got a starter. Well, it's not firing on carburetor cleaner. That's shocking to me. Oh, Jesus. You know what I didn't do? Forgot to reach in there and turn the key on. What an idiot. No wonder it don't have fire. I got ahead of myself. Hold on. That was really dumb. So I'm going to put the hose back in the gas can. Now I bet we got fire. It wants to run. That choke's still sticking. It's going to run if it picks up gas. I really don't want to have to go buy a fuel pump. I think this thing's been sitting a lot longer than they said. Let's get this thing up off here. Doesn't do any good to pump it. And the choke's stuck again. Well, I'm going to go grab the booster and put on here. Well, that booster's giving us 12.7 volts. It's not as much as I'd hoped for, but I did find very little starting fluid too. So I guess we can see if it'll run on it. Just don't think it's going to pick up any fuel. That thing's crumbling. Don't hear anything. I certainly can't see down in there. I don't think that booster's doing us a lot of good either. Well, it says we've got 13 volts. Let's hope the starter didn't go. Let me do some checking. I think that booster just kind of knocked over that little clip on the solenoid. Boy, it wants to run. The headlights even tried to go down, but they went right back up. Don't know that we need to just keep wasting starting fluid. Hope you guys aren't getting bored with this. Oh shit, that was way too much. Or was it? This thing is not going to run. It's going to have a fuel pump. Well, I pulled this hose off the fuel filter too, and it's got absolutely no fuel in it, so we're not picking up any fuel. And like I said, I really don't want to put money in a fuel pump in a car that I'm going to part out. I wonder, maybe I should wait till tomorrow and just check on one of those little electric inline fuel pumps. I might do something like that. We'll just pump it up here to get it off the trailer. But it's getting pretty late right now. I'm not going back to town. So I called AutoZone, and a mechanical fuel pump for this, the original one, is only 20 bucks. I was thinking I might get one of those little electric inline pumps just for crap like this that I'm always messing with. So I had to crawl underneath there and change the fuel pump. You just stick it in line and see if it's something going to run. And he said they're on the shelf anywhere from 60 to 80 bucks. So I'll probably just go in there tomorrow, and the manager will be in there. I'll see what she can do for me. Figure out what we're going to do tomorrow about a fuel pump. But it is certainly not picking up any fuel, and we already know it's going to run. I just want to get it off of this trailer. And tomorrow is supposed to be a decent day as well. I mean, it's pretty beautiful out here today. So till tomorrow, let's see. We already tried the seat. Let's see if the windows and locks work and stuff. Not one single door lock works. They're trying to. Jeez, I wish that would have shut up. Put my foot on that button. Needs a greasing, but that window went down. Great. It's almost due for a gear kit, I can tell you that. Maybe a motor. Well, that one worked. Ew, wrong one. I'll be dang, all the windows will work. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Great. Now it's down and it needs a gear kit. Hear that crap? You know what? Hear that? The roller came off of the regulator or something, because the arm is going full travel down and full travel up, and the window's not moving. Damn it. I don't want to deal with that. It's probably that plastic track on the bottom of the glass, actually. I've seen them break before. Well, it's not supposed to rain, but this thing's going to be plumb full of cottonwood seed and maybe a cat. I'm not messing with that now. So much for that window. Rear defrost is not kicking on. Blower's working. Horn works. Wipers work. Trunk opened. don't know what to think about you guys that think this car's so great and worth restoring. It really is mind-boggling to me. Sandbag. Looks like a top radiator hose. Got a spare, got a jack. I would kind of like to get a hold of that, but I don't think even if I did get a hold of that glass, it's going to stay up. I think that it came out of the track. I think that roller came out of that plastic track. It probably broke. I know it did because I can hear the arm going full travel up and down, both. Well, not supposed to be any rain until Monday, so I guess I can get it up for then. All right, I'll check back in tomorrow when I'm messing with this fuel pump. All right. It's still the same evening. It's nice outside. I'm going to go ahead and just try to get this window up and probably just call this a video. So I'll just have to do a part 2 on getting it running and getting it off the trailer. I went and grabbed some tools. Shouldn't take much to get this off. I've done plenty of them. I see somebody's tried to glue this piece of trim and they got glue running down, so that's got to be repaired before it goes on the wagon. Somebody's definitely been in here before. The lighter's not even plugged in. There's the ground for it, but the power must be stuck somewhere down there. One of the nuts is missing off of the window switch. Grab this out of the shop. That should be it. I'll spin this thing off. Well, there's the power for the lighter. Pulled plate laid down through the tape. And I can already tell that I was right. Let me turn that key on. Actually, the window lock switch is broken and flopping around up here, so I don't know if we've even got power back here. Okay, we do. Look, somebody's tried to fix this. See, they used a plastic run here, and that's what's happened. The arm has come out. See, the arm's up here. You can hear it going full travel. It's come right out of that. I don't know how they got it back in there, to be quite honest, without... Yeah, they've had some of this stuff loose to get that window to move back. I guess that's what we're going to do. I think those might be 7/16 as well. They are. I'm not sure where we'd find one of them nowadays. I guess we'll take this completely out. Still don't know if that's going to give us enough travel. Taking this one out too. Do I care about that this much? That is the question. Maybe I could just prop the window up. I know I can't do it with this, so let me see if I can get you guys back on it. You're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. Let me go get the other tripod. All right, so we're going to try to get this little square roller back into this track, is what I'm trying to accomplish. I don't know how they did that in the first place without taking out the window regulator, because I'm not getting the glass to move back far enough to get it done. That thing won't go but just one direction now either. That battery's about had it. I'm going to turn the boost on. Yeah, we were down to 7 volts. Boy, if I could just get that thing to go a little bit. I need to pry it over. I don't know if it's going to happen. Boy, I could get close. We've got a couple bolts down in there. I don't think I can get it, show you guys, but I think maybe if I get those loose, it may separate it from that bar. It's been a long time since I worked on one of these. This sure I'm blocking you guys, and I'm very sorry, but I don't know where else to put you. Oh, I can just about get that in there. Let me pause it while I fight it. All right, guys, so I wound up taking out all these brackets to get more room back and forth with the glass to be able to get that back in the track. But it's barely even in there now, so I gotta watch it. See, it's still flopping pretty good. I gotta get all this back in here without that falling out. And then this window motor is going to get unplugged so nobody rolls it back down. Okay. I had this little felt, I don't know what you call it, like a guide or something. This one and that one out, and I had this stop out, and I had this bar completely loose, but it wouldn't slide up out of the door without taking absolutely everything out. That was this nut and that nut. I had these nuts and bolts out, and I had this window stop out. But let's see. See, right here's what's happened. Is this is plastic, and right here when you get to the top, look, it's busting out. Even this bolt, nut and bolt, these were originally riveted on, I'm assuming, if I remember right. And this one is just about to pull out of the glass now. And when you try to roll it all the way up, when it gets to the very top, right there at that busted part, pushing up on that, that's where, oh God, you hear that? It's wanting to go ahead and break on out. So let's see, get this stuff in here. Let's see where the window is. Well, that'll be all right. I could tell right here it's not up all the way. It needs quite a bit of adjustment, which is in this right here. There were so many different areas where these bolts had been tightened down. I wasn't sure which one I should stop it at. I can tell the window needs to slide this way to tilt out. There, that might be better. I'm afraid to roll it up all the way now because it's in such bad shape. Well, at least that's closing better. It's just not quite up all the way. Let me see if I can maybe pull up on it at the same time. Oh, that's as far as we can go. I think that noise was a mud dauber. Yeah, that was a mud dauber's nest. Okay, so it's up, and we're going to unplug the motor to make sure nobody rolls it down again. I just hope it stays up. Opening and closing the doors. And there's no sense in putting the door panel back on because it's going on the wagon once I fix it and clean it up. Okay, so there's all that stuff. Window's right where it was, right back in its original spot, so that's good. So I will get the battery back out of here, put it on a charge tonight, and charge the booster pack, and see what we're going to do about a fuel pump tomorrow, and we'll just have to make it a part two. So Stay tuned. Oh, excuse me. Stay tuned for the rest of this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe unless you're telling me that I'm stupid and this car needs to be restored. Thanks for watching.